Jackson's hit music station, K105.3, with friends in the studio this morning. Richard Morton's here from Kettlebell Hot Spot Athletic Training Center, and Rhonda Gillette. Good morning, Rhonda.
Good morning, Jamie.
Hi, Richard.
Jamie, nice to be here.
It's nice to see you guys, and wow, you have some exciting news going on with Kettlebell. You get a big event going on this weekend, and we're going to talk about that in just a second, but tell everybody, Rhonda, how you kind of got started. You got started, has it been 10 years? It's been more than 10 years, hasn't it?
It's getting past 10 years now. I've been swinging that kettlebell. Yep, I was introduced to it in 2007, and I haven't put it down since. I love it. It's such an effective fitness tool for all ages. As a matter of fact, at our competition this weekend, we have youngsters, youth as young as 8 years old, competing up to over 70 years old on the same platform.
You got huge results when you started this thing.
I did. I actually have lost probably over 125 pounds overall, and, over the years, up and down. But the kettlebell is just such an amazing tool that it just keeps me in shape, and the maintenance is definitely easier.
And if you don't believe her, just give her a hug. You'll know. She is in full beast mode now, for sure.
Yeah. I kind of like that kettlebell. It gives you such great results. And that's why I wanted to share it with all of Jackson, because I knew it was an effective fitness tool. And now Kettlebell Hot Spot's been open 10 years, and we've done some great things for the community.
And you won this guy over, Richard.
And I
You've
did.
been involved for
Right.
a long time, too.
Yeah, I stumbled in because the lights were on at 6 o'clock in the morning. And little did I know that here I'd be, 5 years later, been in 3 going on 4 world competitions. And gosh, I didn't even know how many local competitions I've done
or
in the last
national.
5 years. Lots.
Yes.
So I want to talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
But, big news, like last year, you guys got observer status for the possibility of being an Olympic sport. Tell us about that.
Oh, man, when we got that news, it was just such a spectacular day. Mm-hmm. Kettlebells hasn't been in America for very long, so spreading the word and the condition that these athletes need to be in to compete, it takes time. It takes a lot of time. It takes at least 2 years to develop just a basic kettlebell athlete. So with America, an up-and-coming running contestant for world competitions, Team USA, along with, the whole North America, South America, and the whole world has been given observer status for kettlebell sport at the 2020 Olympics.
So what does that mean, I guess? What does it mean for observer status?
Well, it's kind of like the time for us to go and learn exactly what we need to do, all the rules and the regulations. And there's a lot of sponsorships needed, especially because we don't have athletes that are sponsored. Things could go wrong with funding. And so there's things that we have to get in place. We already have our national, local, regional meets in place. We have a lot of things, positive things that are going to help us, get through this observer status. But, basically it's just an opportunity for us to go and learn and make sure that, this is a sport for the Olympics. But basically we are officially being named an Olympic sport.
That is so cool. We can't wait to kind of follow this. And
so we're hoping some people from Jackson are going to be going to Tokyo to the 2020 Olympics, even in observer status. We don't know what we're going to be doing. We don't know. We're supposed to be doing exactly what everybody else is doing. So I'm assuming that we're going to have people going.
You've produced with Kettlebell here locally. You've produced some just stud athletes.
Crazy
locally and gotten people in some great shape. But you also, as Richard just said a minute ago, have kind of produced these athletes that have competed in world championships in other countries. Tell me about that a little bit, Richard.
Well, it's once you get the bug, right, and you start to, so which happened to me, Rhonda said, hey, you want to train for a competition? I said, do you think that I can? She said, oh, yeah, absolutely. So that was it. I really did get the bug and really, really liked it. And then a few years ago, they were going to Dublin, was going to be where the World Championship was. And Rhonda trained me. She was my coach, and I qualified, made the team, went to Dublin, and then once all of a sudden you're competing as an international athlete, it's kind of a game changer. And then I was really hooked. So
it's such an
so
amazing,
it's just there and there and there, and
experience.
so. But the cool thing is it all starts with the local events, and we've got one coming up Saturday, and it's going to be awesome.
So it's the Midwest Kettlebell Sport Open Championship. Is that right? Did I get that right?
Yep.
Okay, so what is this, Richard?
Well, the cool thing about this, Jamie, is that if people come on Saturday, we really encourage people to come in and have a look, because a lot of people say, kettlebell, yeah, I've heard about that. Oh, is it a CrossFit thing? All that. We're saying, come on down, have a look and see. And here's what you'll see if you came in on Saturday.
Okay.
And first lift is at 10 o'clock Saturday morning at Kettlebell Hot Spot in Spring Arbor. What you're going to see are ordinary people, just Jackson residents, performing feats of strength. And the whole thing in kettlebell sport is you're going to lift the kettlebell up over your head as many times as you can for 10 minutes. And as Rhonda said,
Sounds easy, right?
Sounds easy.
piece of cake.
That first minute.
But the cool thing is that we've got on Saturday, you'll see people from teenagers all the way through. We've got lifters that are over 70 years old. So here's the cool thing about it is that I started when I was just shy of 60. So, you can pick it up whenever you want and go, and it's really, really cool sport. And it is, I always say it's the perfect American sport because it combines a bunch of things and it's really fast. So you get good cardio, and you also get strength and resistance training because you're lifting a weight up over your head. And the other thing is, I said feats of strength, and absolutely is a feat of strength. Just stand and lift your arm up over your head for 10 minutes and tell me how you feel at the end of that. But it's also an endurance sport. So you have to have that mentality to run almost like a marathon, which,
Absolutely.
speaking of, we do our what we call GS sport, a kettlebell sport, the 10-minute competitions. But now, some people have been in it so long, we also do what's called a kettlebell marathon and half marathon. So on Saturday, we're going to have a couple of half marathons. And what half marathon is, lift the kettlebell up over your head as many times as you can for 30 minutes.
A half hour.
For half an
Holy
hour.
cow.
And that's a half.
It's
A
crazy.
full is 60 minutes. So, and we've got a half a dozen people or so on Saturday that are going to be doing a half marathon.
Well, I
myself
think-
And their
included.
competition for their first time. They're
Yeah.
doing a half marathon.
I think, like you said, I think anybody can just show up and just check this competition out if they want. What if somebody's listening, though, and they go, I can do that.
Yeah,
Can
well-
they get in still? Can,
Sure.
can anybody get in?
Absolutely. We'll definitely accommodate anyone who wants to try, go up on the platform, try it out. That would be a fun experience for them. We also have some mini games going on, which will give our Jackson residents a chance to come in and compete against some of our team members, some world champions. We're going to be doing a wall sit, plank, and a V-up hold. Those are just some of the events that we're going to be holding. And for a $5 donation to our Midwest Kettlebell Sport Association, our new nonprofit organization that we are just launching on Saturday with this event. And it will be a little opportunity for you to support us and come have some fun.
So literally, somebody could come and stop by for a half hour, 45 minutes, and maybe do one of these mini games.
Yeah.
Or they could spend
They
all
could spend
day.
the whole day. Once you get
Yeah.
there and you start watching it, it's kind of like it is
infectious. Super cool.
It's very
Yeah.
fun. It's very fun. So that is a good thing. And also, most importantly, because we do want to support our athletes and bring our strongest athletes to our world competitions, some of our Jackson athletes have we're so excited to announce that we've been approved for our nonprofit organization, Midwest Kettlebell Sport Association, which is going to allow us to help sponsor our strong athletes to all of these world, national, and local events. So it won't come out of their pocket as much. And sponsors are so important because when we get to Tokyo, we really need a strong team sponsor. So we're really looking for you guys in Jackson to help us out this weekend.
Now, you're talking about Tokyo for the Olympics. Is there
Right.
a world competition that's happening this fall, too?
There is. We're proud to announce that we have 3 new athletes going this year to Latvia, and it's in October. And this is our first event, so some of our fundraising needs to be happening pretty quickly. We have a junior, Megan Hayward, who is she's so excited. She had this goal a couple years ago, and she made the team, and her whole family is going to join her. And Richard Morton and Kat Daniels. So the 3 are traveling to Latvia, along with myself as head coach and team manager of Team
You're
USA.
Pretty excited, Richard?
It is. It's really exciting.
Yes, we
yeah.
haven't been to Latvia. We've been to some crazy places.
Yeah.
We were in Seoul, Korea last November. We were at Olympic Park. We saw the Olympic flame still burning. It was just incredible. We've been in Kazakhstan. We've been on the
Yep.
cliffs of Moher in Dublin.
Yep.
Hamburg, Germany. It's an amazing experience. But our athletes need sponsorship. So thank you, Jackson.
What do they do? What would somebody do if they wanted to help out?
Well, there's a couple different ways that you can contact us. Of course, you can call us on the phone. We also have an email address, kettlebellhotspot@yahoo.com, and you can contact myself, Rhonda Glick, for more information on that. And then on Saturday, we're going to have sponsorship opportunities out and available for you to take a look at. So you can decide for yourself what would be best and how you can help us.
So it's the Midwest Kettlebell Sport Open Championship starting at 10 o'clock. Sounds like the first competition this Saturday.
You'll be able to witness a marathon at that time, so that'll be good.
And you guys are in Spring Arbor right in that Village Crossing Mall. Just kind of stop in and check it all out.
You got it. Thanks.
Thanks a lot, you guys.
Awesome. Thank you, Jamie.